Our top stories tonight: President Jacob Zuma is told the church won't stay out of politics. Warning of possible flash floods in some parts of Gauteng, and emergency services say they are ready. All 92 passengers perish as Russian military plane crashes into the Black Sea. This is eNews Direct Weekend Edition. I'm Faith Mangope. Good evening.
A very warm welcome to you. I am William Lahang.
You can track our main stories using the following hashtags: hashtag Christmas Day, hashtag Russian plane.
You can comment on any of our stories by following us on Facebook and Twitter at eNews Direct, or check out our content on our website at enca.com/direct.
We lead with this: the church won't stay out of politics. That's Archbishop Ramaphosas' message to President Jacob Zuma. Delivering his Christmas sermon, Makhoba said 2017 will bring political uncertainty as the ruling party is at war with itself.
In Charles Dickens' novel A Christmas Carol, ghosts encourage Scrooge to reform his life on the night before Christmas. This Christmas Eve, Archbishop Ramaphosas took to the pulpit to deliver a message to President Jacob Zuma.
Our communities yearn for hope and the courage of leaders to stand up and speak truth to power. We hear the cries from those on the edges of our society. Mr. President, we will ignore your call, made from the palaces of power, where you and your fellow leaders live in comfort.
Earlier this month, Zuma declared religious leaders should stay out of politics. Makhoba says that this was the message of apartheid presidents.
We see a ruling party at war with itself, crippled by division to the degree that some serving members of the cabinet believe the president must step down.
He says while he hasn't joined calls for Zuma to resign, he won't tolerate corruption. Makhoba also gave a message of hope, saying South Africa is not a broken society.
Sparrow is yet to pay the fines ordered by the court. She became infamous at the beginning of this year for comparing black people to monkeys. Sparrow had to pay 150,000 rand to the Oliver and Adelaide Tambo Foundation for hate speech. She was also fined 5,000 rand for 12 months in prison after pleading guilty to a charge of criminal injury.
It's almost a year since Sparrow referred to black people as monkeys during a racist Facebook rant. That post went viral, causing widespread outrage, leading to 2 court proceedings against her. The 68-year-old retired estate agent was ordered to pay 150,000 rand to the Oliver and Adelaide Tambo Foundation. But months later, payment hasn't been received. In media reports, the Justice and Correctional Services Department confirmed this, saying Sparrow has instead applied for condonation and for leave to appeal. She's also written a letter of apology in terms of the court order. Sparrow previously said that she doesn't have enough money to afford the fines. This year has seen a variety of racial incidents, from Judge Mabel Jansen, the Sodwana Bay guest house owner Andre Slate, estate agent Vicky Momberg, and a number of others have also been reported to the Human Rights Commission for comments in retaliation. In his Christmas Day message, Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa said that as we celebrate the legacy of Nelson Mandela, we should rededicate ourselves to building a non-racial, non-sexist and democratic society. John Bailey, Pretoria.
Johannesburg's flood-prone areas are being monitored closely. This as rain continues in several parts of Gauteng. Motorists are urged to be extra cautious on the roads.
Some Alexandra residents living along the Yaks-Cay River are living in fear as more rain has been forecast for Gauteng. Recent flash floods claimed a number of lives around the province.
Imvula yasikhawaza mayina kanje because umfula lo mawugcwala then asikwazi ukuba green.
Protection ayiyo vele unobona ri bulaikina ri emerlibele lo riya no.
I'm scared because I'm staying in the nearest of the Yaks-Cay. You know, the Yaks-Cay River has a problem of us for people who are staying here at Swetl.
Johannesburg Emergency Services faces a mammoth task.
We are currently on high alert, mostly focusing on our 189 informal settlements, because you will understand that those will be the hardest hits when we have severe rainfall.
They've installed automatic rainfall system to alert them in case of any emergency, while authorities urge motorists to be cautious.
From our side, we just want to be proactive enough to alert our motorists out there to say, if the area is flooded, please use the alternative route.
Emergency services say all their 28 fire stations in Johannesburg are well equipped to deal with any situation. Khaile Khumalo, Alexandra.
Now, while many are opening presents and indulging on Christmas goodies, some new mothers welcome their bundles of joy in the world. In Cape Town, close to 30 babies have been born, most of them at Mowbray Maternity Hospital.
Proud to be the mother of the first Christmas baby born at Mowbray Maternity Hospital in Cape Town. Zoraida Saunders had a C-section at 12:03.
I'm quite excited. Everybody was making a fuss of it, and it's a girl. It's something I always wanted. After 18 years, it's quite a big miracle for me.
This little one is being treated like a celebrity in her ward.
Our Christmas baby is getting the biggest gift, and then the two other babies, and then all the other babies, especially in the B ward and in the postnatal ward, they are getting gifts.
Although it's been a busy day for staff here, delivering 11 babies by midday, they say they're usually busier.
For 12 hours, we normally deliver from 8 to 10 to 12 babies per day for 12 hours. Night duty, sometimes it can go up to 14, 15.
The gift includes a receiving blanket, knitted beanie and vest, a teddy bear, nappies and other essentials. The Christmas babies and their mums will be discharged in a few days. Piladi Situsa, Cape Town.
Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa is urging road users to act responsibly. He also used his 2016 Christmas message to reflect on the year's developments. Here's what he had to say.
Compatriots, one of our major concerns as a nation remains the high number of fatalities arising from road accidents. We therefore call on all road users and pedestrians to obey the rules of the road, don't drink and drive, and please arrive alive. Let us work together with all our law enforcement agencies to ensure we are all safe during this festive season. We wish you all a Merry Christmas, as well as a joyous period with your family and friends. I thank you. Ngiyathokoza.
A Cape Town shelter turned into a pop-up street store for the homeless. Everything from second-hand shoes to clothes were available for people to pick from, all in the spirit of Christmas.
A pop-up shop for the homeless brought some festive season cheer. 3 non-governmental organizations joined forces to give away free clothes to those most in need.
During the Christmas time, when everybody has new clothes, when everybody has new things, there's many people who don't, and especially in the shelter itself.
Each person was given just 6 minutes to choose a pair of shoes, pants, a shirt and undergarments. This woman was overjoyed with the clothes, highlighting how difficult life is on the streets.
Ja, onze kleren word gevat deur die law enforcement, deur ons vriende, mense wat langs ons bly. Soms as ek ons klere in die dreine weg, as dit nou nie reënerig is nie, dan gaan dit nou nie reën nie. Dan sit ons dit in die drein as dit mat syfer vir ons om dit in die drein te sit. Maar meeste van die tyd word ons klere gesteel en vir ons wat op die pad by om winkel te gaan, om dit te gaan koop, is 'n baie swaar ding van ons weekie.
Making sure they eat every day is often the only priority.
The only thing you strive for a day is just for food. If you have food, clothes is just a gift. You don't get to buy clothes a lot. So this is very special to us. I haven't got anything new for December, so this is actually nice. I'm very happy.
Today, some will don their new clothes as they enjoy a Christmas lunch at the downtown shelter.
President Jacob Zuma says South Africans must honor their elders. He was speaking at the annual Christmas party for senior citizens in Durban yesterday.
President Jacob Zuma spent time on Christmas Eve with some of the country's elders at the annual Christmas party for senior citizens. He says at this stage of their lives, they need more attention.
Kulapho-ke lapho umuntu esigabeni sesibili anida khona 100% support. Umuntu omdala udinga uthando, udinga ukunakekelwa, udinga konke. Namhlanje okanye kudala ingane zazifundiswa hayi ngoba zifake eklasini ngezenzo ukuthi omunye umsebenzi wazo ukunakekela ogogo nomkhulu.
Many pensioners also receive some festive treats.
Sizothola igrosa la awu Christmas nje asubheki koze kuvulwe izikole sidla nezingane.
Since its inception 6 years ago, the annual Christmas party has touched the lives of many senior citizens. Tuba Vilane, Savannah Park in Durban.
And a Russian military plane carrying 92 people has crashed into the Black Sea. Moscow's defense ministry says the plane disappeared from radar screens 20 minutes after takeoff from the resort of Sochi. It was flying to Latakia in Syria. Fragments of the plane have been found and one body has been retrieved. 64 Russian soldiers and 9 reporters are among the dead. Officials say no survivors have been found. Russia recently stepped up its bombing offensive in Aleppo, which has been shattered by civil war.
В настоящее время в 1,5 километрах от Черноморского побережья города Сочи на глубине около 70 метров обнаружены фрагменты корпуса самолета Ту-154. Поисковая операция продолжается. В районе поиска самолета сейчас задействованы 4 морских судна и 5 вертолетов. Работают беспилотные летательные аппараты. Силы и средства наращиваются.
Welcome back to eNews Direct. Now, whistling Port Elizabeth petrol attendant is spreading the cheer. Gilbert Lynx has become such a well-known attraction that motorists are now stopping by just to hear him whistle.
This is how Gilbert Lynx starts his day. Whistling for the 48-year-old has become a way of life since being motivated to do so by his former boss in 1990.
He said to us, guys, do you know how to make customers come to your garage, to make a lot of customers? They said, one thing that you have to do is if you sing and whistle, then you'll see you'll get a lot of customers. Since that day, then I started singing and whistling.
With 16 years of practice, Lynx is a customer favorite.
He's the reason that I visit this petrol station so often. He inspires a lot of people with his nature, and he brings peace to everybody here.
He just brings so much joy and laughter and happiness to people here, and I really think he deserves to be able to whistle for the whole of South Africa, because I think it would be an awesome gesture, and that's why I keep on coming back here.
The owner of this petrol station says Lynx is the star attraction.
We've had tremendous feedback from customers and stating that they will not go anywhere else. They will come here just to see him and to listen to him sing or whistle. They say if they go to work in the morning, they always go to work with a smile on their face after being here. If they come home from work in the afternoon and they're down, they will stop here just to listen to him whistle or sing to them, and they say it changes their attitudes totally.
With the festive season in full swing and Christmas music is the order of the day, Lynx is adding his own unique spin.
A Florida zoo is bringing Christmas cheer to its endangered animals. Many of the species are the very last of its kind on the planet.
Lowry Park Zoo in Florida is home to a handful of critically endangered species, and this year Santa paid a visit to their habitat. This endangered Malayan tiger cub named Barisi inspects the new Christmas tree. Just before her mum knocks it down, Barisi is the only one of her kind born at the zoo. A tipper calf called Tengahari was born at the zoo in September. Santa left this one-of-a-kind calf a few treats, while the southern white rhino Kipenzi decided he'd rather dine on his Christmas tree.
Well, that's entertainment for tonight. After the break, Joel Guy has your weather forecast.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Weather Center. We had perfect Christmas Day across much of Western South Africa throughout Sunday, thanks to cloud-free skies that dominated the weather over these parts of the country. But over the eastern areas, we saw a lot of cloud staying put and giving us isolated to scattered rain and thunder showers in most places. Now on Monday, we are going to see thunder showers starting early over the eastern areas and also popping up in the afternoon across much of the Northern Cape and the Eastern Cape, and we're expecting between a 40 and 60% chance of that happening. We are going to have partly cloudy skies over the northwestern areas of the Northern Cape as well as over parts of the South Coast. Mostly sunny skies are forecast for the rest of the Western and Northern Cape. It's going to be partly cloudy with isolated thunder showers across much of KwaZulu-Natal. Dry, however, for Durban and Richards Bay. Thunder showers are forecast across much of the Eastern Cape, where temperatures in the lower to mid-30s are forecast in most areas. Port Elizabeth will warm to around 27 degrees. Sunny and hot weather continues across much of the Western Cape, Cape Town hitting the 30-degree mark. We are going to see thunder showers across the eastern half of the Northern Cape. It's going to be mostly sunny for the western areas, partly cloudy and mild around Alexander Bay. Unsettled weather continues across the Free State, mostly cloudy for Bloemfontein and Forest Smith, with temperatures in the mid-20s and lower 30s, cooler as we go towards the eastern areas. We are going to stay with thunderstorms as well across the northwest, where highs in the lower 20s and mid-20s are expected, a warm 27 for the high in Vryburg. Thundershowers are forecast across the Limpopo province, temperatures warming up here, Polokwane making it to 23 degrees. It's going to be warmer as well across the Mpumalanga province, where isolated thundershowers are forecast in most areas. Temperatures are also set to rise slightly for Gauteng, Pretoria, making it to around 25 degrees. On Tuesday, we should see unsettled weather across the bulk of the country. Light rain is forecast around George. Then on Wednesday, light rain continues for George, spreading into Port Elizabeth, and thundershowers continue for the bulk of the country.
Here's a recap of your top stories. President Jacob Zuma is told the church won't stay out of politics. Warning of possible flash floods in some parts of Gauteng. Emergency services say they are ready. All 92 passengers perish as Russian military plane crashes into the Black Sea. Wrap from the eNews Direct team.
Up next is your Sunday night comedy drama Blackish.
To share your views, you can send an email to enewsdirect@etv.co.za.
Or you can chat to us on Twitter and Facebook at eNewsDirect.
Until next time, have a wonderful evening further and a very Merry Christmas.